Hi. Today, we will see how to create a vertical stepper in a Flutter Android app. First, let's run the app and see what the final output looks like, so that you can understand the code later. See, this is how the vertical stepper looks. I have coded 3 steps in it. You may code as many steps as you want. In the first step, the title is Account. The user has to type their email address and password, and then press Continue to go to the next step. Now, we are on the second step. If I want to go back to the first step, I will click the Back button. And I land on the first step again. OK. Now, in the second step, the title is Address. The user has to type their address and postcode, and then click Continue to go to the next and final step. This is the final step, whose title is Mobile Number. Here, the user has to enter their mobile number and then click Continue. Now, we show a snack bar to the user where Done is written. After the last step, you may show the next page, a congrats message, call an API or whatever, your choice. OK. So this is how the vertical stepper looks and works. Now, let's see the Flutter code. This is the main.dart file. In the main function, we create an app called MyApp. This is the MyApp class, which extends the stateless widget. So, anything that we code in this class, its state cannot be changed later, as it is a stateless widget. Here, in the build function, we create an app called Material App. Here, we specify the title, the theme, and the home page of the app. The home page is called My Home Page. This is the My Home Page class. This class extends the stateful widget. So, anything that you design inside this class, its state can be changed later, as it is a stateless widget. Here we create a state of this class, its name is _myHomePageState. This is the _myHomePageState class. Here we will design our user interface. First, we have 2 data members. The current step variable will be used to monitor the steps of the vertical stepper. The stepper type is defined as vertical. You may create a horizontal stepper as well. We will see that in the next tutorial. In the build function, we have a scaffold widget, upon which we will build our whole UI. In the app bar attribute, we create the toolbar of our app. In the body attribute, we have a stepper widget. Here, we specify the orientation of the stepper as vertical. Then we specify the scrolling physics. If we have many steps in the stepper, then how the scrolling physics should behave is handled here. Then, we specify the current step using the variable that we have. By default, the very first step will be the current step. Then here, we have several attributes like onStep_tapped, onStep_continue, and onStep_cancel, where we modify the current step variable depending upon whether the user is going to the next step or the previous step. Now, let's see the 3 steps. Here, we have a steps attribute where we can create as many steps as we want. I have created 3 steps using the step widget. This is the first step. Here is the title of the step. And here's the content or the user interface of the step, where we have email address and password input fields. Here we manage the state of the step, whether the step is currently active or has already been completed. Now, this is the second step. Here is the title of the step. And here's the content or the user interface of the step, where we have home address and postcode input fields. Here we manage the state of the step, whether the step is currently active or has already been completed. And now, this is the third and last step. Here is the title of the step. And here's the content or the user interface of the step, where we have a mobile number input field. Here we manage the state of the step, whether the step is currently active or has already been completed. Okay, so we have seen the 3 steps. But, where are the continue and back buttons on each step? Those buttons are coded in this controls builder attribute. Here, we have created a row widget, and inside that, we have 2 text buttons. So these 2 buttons will be placed side by side in a row. This is the first text button. It has "Continue" written on it. When the button is pressed, we check what the current step number is. If it is the last step and now the user has pressed the "Continue" button, then we show a "Done" snack bar to the user. Otherwise, we move to the next step. Similarly, this is the second text button. It has "Back" written on it. When the user clicks this button, we go back to the previous step. So, these 2 buttons get drawn on each and every step that we have created. So this is the entire code and working of the vertical stepper. The link to download this code is given in the description box under this video. Thanks for watching.